And Lord Blunkett says ID cards could solve the Channel migrant crisis. Well, joining me now to discuss this is the human rights lawyer, Shoaib Khan. Welcome to the show, Shoaib. So, David Blunkett, it's an idea from 2001. He's all for it because it will stop the economic migrants, the refugees, the asylum seekers, whatever you want to call them. It will stop them being forced into the black economy. It will stop them being forced into slavery, and it will protect their rights and keep everybody safe. On that basis, surely you must support it.
No, I don't. I have to say about David Blunkett, talk about being a one-trick pony. Is this the only thing, every 10 years he reappears and this is the only thing on his mind? Obviously, the plan failed abysmally, even when he was in power, even as Home Secretary. Then the Tories sort of dabbled with it for a while. Obviously, the coalition government completely, they did away with it. So whatever, 10, 15 years later, I have no idea why the idea is, rearing its head again. But I just don't even understand, even from his point of view, or even people who might support ID cards in general. What's the idea? How would it stop the boats? How would it stop illegal immigration to the UK? Because, unless the plan is, we're going to Calais or France and giving ID cards to people there, so at least when they arrive in the UK, we know who they are. But otherwise, I'm not even sure, what's the benefit of it? People in the UK who are here lawfully documented people who work and live in the UK, they already have documents. We have passports, we have NI numbers, we have any documents we need to be living and working in the UK. So how is it going to solve how is it anything to do with the migration crisis?
Well, it could address a very real problem, Shoaib, and one that exists, and that is this. People are told routinely to throw their documents in the Channel as they come over and then to invent a story about who they are. So surely having a mandatory ID scheme for anybody arriving in the country by those means would safeguard the British public. It will guarantee these people couldn't work illegally and protect the human rights of British citizens rather than continually protecting the rights of those who arrive to our shores illegally.
Yeah, no, again, I'm not sure. So are we saying that they need to bring their ID cards with them? I thought what David Blunkett is suggesting is that we need to be issuing people with ID cards in the UK. He's genuinely saying, again, we were just talking about, you were just speaking about Palestine, Ukraine, all those, Afghanistan. So are we genuinely saying if someone arrived from Palestine, with an ID card, we'd grant them asylum if someone turns up without an ID card? Or if a Ukrainian turned up without an ID card, would send them away or deport them? I think that's a ludicrous idea anyway. But I just don't see, especially considering, for instance, if we put this into effect for Palestine, are there authorities in Palestine right now issuing ID cards? How does any of that work?
It's a completely separate thing. The idea of a Palestinian refugee scheme isn't the same as what we're talking about here. People coming over the Channel illegally, given a piece of paper proving who they are, which would protect, surely, the human rights of British citizens.
No, but where do they? That's what I'm saying. Who are these people? They're mostly Afghans. They're mostly other countries. So is the Taliban giving out ID cards or pieces of paper proving who people are right now? How do we expect people who are in France and want to come to the UK? We expect them to go back to Afghanistan first, get your ID card made, and then you come back. I just don't see. Even practically, let alone the human rights or civil liberties point of view. Practically, what are we suggesting people do here? I just have no idea how we expect it to even work.